Originally, I had a lot of content filmed, but then I accidentally erased all of it. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If not back, then just welcome. If it is your first time here, I would love it if you would click on the subscribe button and join me on my YouTube journey. Today, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me featuring products outside of my comfort zone, featuring some new products that I've really been enjoying, featuring something that isn't just my skin but better. So let's just go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to be using is going to be the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. This made the rounds on YouTube a while ago, and YouTube made me buy it. I really enjoy it. It's like a silicone pore filling, pore minimizing, skin texture blurring primer, but it's not as thick as some of those primers feel. It's very lightweight. It's very easy to put too much on because it doesn't feel like you're putting anything on your skin. But if you like things like the Benefit Professional or the Becca Evermatte Poreless, very long name that I could never remember the whole thing, I highly recommend trying that. The next thing I'm going to be using is the Pure Cosmetics Disappearing Act Concealer. I have been faithful to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer ever since it came out. But I don't like to travel with the NARS concealer. And I mean travel as in like put in my purse for the day, because I don't really know why. I don't feel like it's great for touch-ups. It delivers really great coverage, but it's still thin. And I'm the kind of person where I get a lot of creasing underneath the eye. And so throughout the day, sometimes I just need a little bit of a touch-up. And for some reason, there's just some sort of disconnect in my own brain that won't let me carry that concealer with me to touch up throughout the day because of how I just feel like it would get cakey. So I wanted to try a new concealer that I would feel comfortable with just throwing in my purse. And so that's where I came across this Pure concealer, and I really like it. I also find that it lasts a little bit longer than the Creamy Radiant Concealer does, but I really enjoy it. Only thing that I feel like is lacking is the shade selection. Eyebrows out here looking reckless. Battery's gonna die. Now moving on to foundation. I'm going to be using the Ordinary Serum Lightweight Foundation. I have both the lightweight foundation and the coverage foundation. And once again, I recorded a review on it and then deleted the footage. So, yay me. Quick review, I have used this before. I absolutely love it. If you've been on my channel for a minute, you know that I like lightweight foundations that still let your skin look like skin. I don't necessarily care if any of my imperfections peek through, so I'm not really into a full coverage look. So I really like this foundation. I haven't had any issues with it with my oily skin, especially in conjunction with the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. These two products together do a really good job of keeping my skin looking nice and flawless throughout the day. Well, flawless for me. I have it in the shade Dark Yellow Undertone. They have 3 different spectrums. They have a red undertone, a neutral undertone, and a yellow undertone line, which I really like and enjoy and appreciate. Originally, I placed my order at the end of April, and I didn't get it till the beginning of June. They said that there was going to be a delay because of the popularity of the item, and the last time I checked the site, they were all sold out, so that kind of sucks. But if you can get your hands on this, I highly recommend it. And really, I'm not looking for a whole bunch of coverage or anything. I'm just going to put this on like the perimeter of my face to help kind of cover some of the acne scars and just generally even out my skin tone. I just like the texture that it gives my skin. It makes my skin look really smooth. Put a little bit on the top of my ears. Make sure you blend it along the jawline and down the neck a bit. I just zoomed in a bit so you could see the texture of my skin. It just makes me look very like smooth. Zoom back out so we can finish on up. Alright, now for my eye look today, I'm not going to be using any products that are necessarily new to me, just products that I have purchased that I feel like are a little underused. This is the Pat McGrath, the Metamorphosis kit that came out. I got the whole thing, so it came with 4 pigments, 4 cream eyeshadows, an eyeliner, and a mixing medium. I love the cream shadows and I love the pigments, but I don't really use them that often. It's one of those things where I feel like I should use it sparingly on special occasions because of how expensive it was, but at the same time it was really expensive, so I should use it more often. So today I'm going to be using the cream eyeshadow, the copper color. Looks like that. I'm just going to be putting that all over my eyelid. I'm going to use the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. I'm going to put that all over my lid, and blend it up into my crease a little bit. But I don't want to go too high because I have hooded eyelids, and if I get glitter or too much shimmer on the fold part, it just makes my eyes look really heavy. So I want to get a little bit into my actual crease, but not up too high. I know some of y'all are probably thinking, didn't you say that this was going to be out of your comfort zone? Didn't you literally just do a copper get ready with me? But the part that's out of my comfort zone is coming up. So I like this cream shadow because of the wet look that it gives. It's very shiny. It's very metallic, but it's not overly glittery. Alright, now to just give my eye a little bit of definition, I'm going to go in with the Lorac Unzipped palette, which is one of my all-time favorite palettes. And I'm going to take the shade Unspoken, and I'm just going to put that right on the outside of my eye. Oh, so this brush that I'm using is a new brush that I absolutely am in love with now. This is the It Cosmetics Brush for Ulta, and it's the Angled Crease Brush. I like this brush. It's really soft, and it blends the shadow nice and evenly. I'm hoping that this brush lasts. The brushes that I was using before, they worked really nice when I first got them, but after a few washes, I felt like they were ruined. And I really like the glitter, the metallic blended with the depth of the shadow. I like makeup that isn't perfect. I don't know if it's because I'm not perfect at it, so I've just made myself enjoy makeup that looks messy or what, but I like makeup that is not 100% polished. I just want to make sure that the line isn't harsh at all. Now for the part that is still pretty basic, but it's really out of my comfort zone, I'm going to take this navy eyeliner and just kind of add a pop of color, but still have it be really subtle. I don't really want to like wing it out or anything like that. I just want to put a little bit of color on the upper lash line, and then I'm going to take the Real Techniques Accent Eye Brush, diffuse it. I'm going to go back in with another layer of that because I kind of like the intensity that it had before. I feel like some of the intensity, the intensity of the pigmentation has been lost with the smudging. I know that for some people this is still just the most boring makeup look in the world, but I cannot tell you the last time that I actually put eyeliner on my eyes to wear in a public setting and color eyeliner on top of that. Get out of here. I really like these Real Technique brushes. This isn't new. This will probably never be new. This is just the Glossier Boy Brow in black per usual. It's going to be really hard to replace this as my favorite. Oh, I love just how fast and simple it is to do my brows with it. When I was younger, like 12 and 13 younger, I really wanted to shape my brows. And the style at that time was very thin brows. So shout out to my parents for being pretty strict and not letting me alter my appearance too much at that age, because I don't know if I would have the brows that I have today if I would have ripped all the hairs out when I was younger like I wanted to. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Okay. Next combo that I have been digging has been the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer with their Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. This mascara, this L'Oreal mascara, is clearly supposed to be a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. The packaging, the whole thing, even the shape of the brush is supposed to be similar. This is the L'Oreal, kind of mimicking the same hourglass shape from the Better Than Sex mascara, which I have right here. I'm not going to do a full comparison of the mascaras because this one I've had for a while and it's that perfect consistency of it's been open and dried out for a little bit. This one is new and I've only used it one time and I really enjoyed it, but I never enjoy mascara as much when it's new versus when it's had a little bit of time to solidify. So I'm going to wait for it to get to that consistency before I go ahead and do a full comparison of the Too Faced Better Than Sex versus the Lash Paradise. But what I will do is show you the effects of this voluminous primer. I'm going to use it on one eye, just my right eye, but I'm not going to use it on my left eye. The primer has a more traditional shaped mascara wand, no sorts of dips or curves or anything like that. And I'm going to just coat my lashes. What I really enjoy about this versus some of the other one, well, not some of the other ones, the only other lash primer that I have ever used was also from L'Oreal. And it was the double-ended mascara where it was the white primer on one side and then the red mascara container on the other side. And I just remember that lash primer being very hard. Like, it dried hard on the lashes. It was hard to remove. It was hard to cover because it dried white. Whereas this primer dries clear and it's easy to remove. Just like a regular mascara is. Like, you don't need any sort of special base or anything like that. I don't rip a whole bunch of my eyelashes out when I'm taking the primer off. Now, while this eye dries, I'm just going to go ahead and put the mascara on my left eye. I do enjoy this mascara. I don't think that I'm enjoying it more than the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but I think, like I said, it could be just because it's new, and new mascaras are very wet. And very wet mascaras tend to clump my lashes together, which I'm not a fan of because it defeats the voluminous purpose to me since I have so few eyelashes. Alright, now I'm going to go in for one more dip. And I'm going to apply it on the side that has the primer on it. Don't fall. God dang it. This side I have primer on and the lash primer is white, but it dries clear, which is fantastic because now it's not going to be hard to cover with my mascara. I really like this primer as it does make the lashes look more voluminous, which is my main concern. I'm not really concerned with like length or anything like that. My lashes, the few that I have are pretty long, but am I even in the frame at all? Probably not. But they are not, my lashes are not full like at all. So this is the eye that has just mascara on it. And then this is the eye that has mascara and primer on it. As you can see, this side just looks a little bit more full. And this eye is the side that has shorter lashes and less lashes anyway. This eye has more lashes and they're really nice. So it's a subtle difference, but it's a difference that, like, it feels like it's worth it to me. To finish off the look, I don't really have anything new and exciting in regards to highlighters or lip products. So I'm just going to go for the tried and true Glossier paint. Ooh, Glossier Cloud Paint, had a brain fart, and Dusk, which adds just the subtlest bit of color on my skin. It just ties any warm look that I'm wearing together. This is random, but if anyone has any tips on how to preserve your natural nails, I would greatly enjoy it. I am having the hardest time growing my nails out on my dominant hand, and the gel polish peels and all of that jazz. So if you have any tips, look a sister up. And then for my lips, I'm just going to use the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Praline, which is my favorite brown lip gloss. that just like the dusk cloud paint, it just pulls any warm look that I'm wearing together if I don't want to wear a lipstick. There you have it, just a look using some of my new favorites and some old favorites, just a face full of favorites. In the comment section down below, let me know some of your favorite lip glosses. I'm really looking to branch out in the lip gloss field and would like to know what you enjoy. As always, thank you so very much for watching. Till next time, bye guys. Really help me, because this is not a good look. Okay, for real, bye guys.